Today on the Philly Talk podcast, we got a few updates as it pertains to the Eagles defense. Plus, the Bijan Robinson rumors are flying high, but Derek Gunn from Jacob Sports Media shuts it down.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking Sixers and the Bird Gang, that's I like. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, Eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk podcast, and today we got a lot to get into, but before we do that, I want to ask y'all a question. Let me know in the comment section, do you think the Eagles will shock the world and somehow find a way to draft Bijan Robinson, whether it's 10, 30, 20, or somehow in the second round? Let me know in the comment section, and also, don't forget to help your boy out and hit that like button. Y'all been killing it. Subscribe and ding the bell so you know when we go live or drop videos. Let's get into it. So Matt Z first gives an update on the Eagles secondary coach. The Eagles are expected to hire veteran secondary coach Taver Johnson, sources say. Johnson has been working at Eastern Michigan. Previously, he worked in the NFL for the Raiders and for college teams like Ohio State and Purdue. So he has some versatility, little at college, little in the NFL. He's been a secondary coach at the NFL level. He's been assistant coaches and linebacker coaches in college. And now he's the last piece to the whole defensive coaching staff because once we got Sean Desai, we end up getting a Temple guy to be our linebacker coach. And now we got our secondary coach to replace Denard Wilson. We'll see how he fits in. But Sean Desai might be the one picking him. Let me know your thoughts on Taver Johnson. If you know a little bit more than I do, I got to look into it. But he does have some NFL experience, and it's good to know. Going into the month of April, close to the month of April, we got our whole coaching staff. Now, another update on defense is we get a linebacker. Who's Nicholas Morrow? Let's talk about him. Eagles signed former Bears linebacker Nicholas Morrow. He missed the whole 2021 season, but played all 17 games in 2022. So the word injury prone don't apply to him necessarily. Injury prone is you get hurt, you come back. You get hurt, you come back. He got hurt, he came back, and he didn't get hurt again. He's only 27 years old, had 116 tackles, 11 of them tackles for loss. I believe 83 solo and 33 assisted. 1 interception, 2 pass deflections. Again, does he fix everything at linebacker? No. But can he be a quality starter? Who knows? Looking into his PFF grade, he's good against coverage, struggles against the run. Okay, we definitely got to shore the run defense up. Jordan Davis got to be a staple of that, and I believe he can. Got to stay on the field, got to stay healthy. But you bring this guy in, it's only March. Who knows what happens? That's what I said at the end. It's only March, people. Some of our best moves last year came post-draft and post-June. But let's see about him and the rest of this. We'll look at the linebacking group as it sits right now, but who knows if a linebacker falls to us in the draft, and or Bobby Wagner's still on the market post-April, Miles Jack, Denzel Perryman. I saw Corey Littleton just got signed. Kwan Alexander still on there. Veteran guys that after the draft, now you're talking about $2-3 million. We'll see. Right now, as we speak, shout out to Victor Williams, current Eagles linebacker depth chart. Nicholas Morrow, Nakobe Dean. I would put Nakobe Dean on top. But anyways, Nicholas Morrow, Nakobe Dean, Davion Taylor, Sean Bradley, Patrick Johnson, Kyron Johnson, and Christian Ellis. Ellis was big on special teams at the end of the season. Bradley's been contributing in special teams. And now we got a guy who coached Sean Bradley from Temple to be our linebackers coach. Interesting. Can he elevate? Let me know if you think somebody on this list can show out in camp and possibly change the game, because once upon a time, TJ Edwards used to be a guy on a list that we didn't believe in. TJ Edwards was down the depth chart and kept working his way up little by little, and now he's big time for the Chicago Bears. Let's talk about Bijan Robinson because, the rumors started coming. Not only did he go to Philly, but he went there for a pre-draft visit. And national people keep linking him to the Eagles possibly in this 2023 draft. Bijan Robinson did, in fact, fly into Philly last night to have a pre-draft meeting with the Eagles today per Mike Garafolo. I said that he came for a pre-draft visit. He also got the same agents as Jalen Hurts. Lastly, he's been linked to Philly by multiple people, even though Howie Roseman never went running back in the first round. Bijan Robinson showing the link. You got to know that he's been linked at least nationally. And, he's showing the people, hey, Philly, I'm around the corner. Let me know. But this was the thing that took the whole hot narrative and brought it down. D. Gunn said he inquired about Bijan Robinson pre-draft visit and was told the Eagles won't be taking a running back in the first round. Let's hear it from himself real quick.
I inquired about his presence here, and a question I asked was, I knew you wouldn't consider a running back at number 10, but what at number 30? And the response I got was, we're not taking a running back in the first round.
No matter where it is.
Anybody who's thinking that they're going to take a running back in the first round. Now the second, third, or fourth round, if that kid slips down the board, that's a little bit different. But if they stay at 10 and 30, they're not taking a running back in the first round, period. So I hate to burst your bubble, but you know me, I'm going to give it to you like it is.
Hey, again, bubble burst for sure. But I will say, the more I watch this kid, the quickness, the catching ability, the patience, the leverage, the fact that he can run over you and in the same play after he runs to a guy, pull him out of his cleats, the just versatility of this guy could be special. And he's going to make somebody's offense really, really good. And I believe in the $5 million back group we got now. I still think you got to add to that. You can't really believe wholeheartedly that Rashad Penny's going to be healthy because he's never proved it. You got to prove it before. So I'm only really looking at Kenny G and Boston Scott as guys we've seen play. Trey Sermons, I think he could be something, but I haven't seen it. Rashad Penny, I think he could do something if he's healthy. Haven't seen it. So we got to get somebody. The thing is, though, how do you get him if you don't draft the first round? Now, could the Eagles tell Gunn that as a smokescreen? Because Derek Gunn, once upon a time, didn't have his own podcast. The Eagles know that he talks for 3 hours a day, Monday through Friday. So they could be telling him that. So he reports it. He's telling the truth because the Eagles really told him that. And then they go ahead and do it. Howie has been changing up his draft style. A lot of BPA the last couple years. Smart. Could he be the best player available when we're on the clock at 30 or whenever? Again, I'm not really for picking up a running back because of the market, what happens. The fact that we do got linebackers we got to look at, D tackles, safeties. Because we have a nice amount of empty spaces on defense, that's where my mind goes. But man, would this offense be unstoppable with a guy like Bijan Robinson, who can really help out Jalen Hurts in the check down passing game, the screen game. Just the fact that you can give it to him and let him really go to work with the patience behind this offensive line, the way he bodies people and waits for holes to open, his quickness, his burst. Sheesh. I mean, I saw on one play, like 6 different styles of running backs off of one play. Now, again, he's not going to do that every play, but this kid is special. Is he first-round talent special for the Eagles with all our deficiencies? That's where I start to where I can't do it. Now, I know 500. I know some of y'all really want it. I'm going to have to just say how we do what's best for the team. And if we really are going to allow 30 points on defense, we better be able to score 35 on offense. We were the number 3 total offense in yards per game. I think 1 or 2 or 3 in scoring. Our offense is only going to get better if we add him for sure. Miles Sanders, 1,300 yards on the ground. He could get that on the ground and do some damage through the air. So you do got to replace 1,300 yards rushing. Can Kenny G, Boston Scott, and maybe another veteran do it? We saw the Cowboys got Ronald Jones. I don't know the answer, but I'm telling you, this guy makes the Eagles offense fun to play with on Madden. For real, for real. Extra fun, especially if you like to run the ball, which I do on Madden. We got to get a couple games on Madden in this offseason with some of my subs. Maybe on the screen, all that stuff. But let me know your thoughts. Honest thoughts. Again, rumors start going up because why pre-draft visit? Again, the pre-draft visit could be a smoke screen. Smoke screen visit, smoke screen answer to Derek Gunn. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comment section. But the way Howie's been going, he's been sliding through the draft differently. Not necessarily differently, because yes, we got Devontae Smith, but then he went right back to Landon Dickerson, right back to the trenches. Last year, went right back to the trenches with Jordan Davis, and then in the second round, I lied. Yeah, Landon Dickerson. In the second round, Cameron Jurgens. So he's been going BPA, I should say. BPA. But he's still been doing, it went wide receiver, offensive line, D-tackle, offensive line. So I won't really say he's moving different, but could Howie just say, this kid is worth it? Is any running back worth it? I'm going to stay at the point where I say I wouldn't, as of now, I wouldn't do it. But as we get closer to the draft, maybe I change my mind, because I'm not going to deny how special he is, but I'm also not going to deny the D tackles in this draft, the safeties that are in this draft, a possible linebacker with a second round pick. Like, there are holes on this defense. And although we can sign some veterans in June, July, May, and August, maybe a trade, you can't always get the diamond in the rough late. You can, but you can't always. So I think we got to hit the draft too. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, Eagle Nation. Drop the muscle emoji if you got nothing else to say. We out.